Steve, that's why nowadays, man, I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them, let a man heal. Tell a man ease up.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Bugsy Malone. Yes. Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? All right, hook misses. Good counter punch. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectations from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Yeah! Those counter punches have to hurt. That one will count. Oh, right there! And the big fella stumbling backwards. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to his corner?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Big Daddy Bowe got rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This is the type of fighter that would say, whoa, wait a minute! Are we about to see a first-round knockout? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That punch scores. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too weak.
And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. Just misses that uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Big Daddy in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut just missed. That uppercut misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Malone in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And there's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Hodge, reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Just missing with the uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
You've got to be like Oliver Twist. Be a pickpocket, in and out. Don't stand there and be so obvious.
Catch and shoot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And Big Daddy Bo goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit.
What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
A shot from...
1,
people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What?
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, step to the place where my J's are with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that girl if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a nitro slapped on. Soon put Chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they cap enough. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again. Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. That's right. Nah, that ain't the flexo. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco, and I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro, and it's punks know that I don't tech joke. In person they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. Arturo Thunder Gotti, the blood and guts warrior king. King Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over, the fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash.
Pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Blood and Guts Warrior, the Hall of Famer from Jersey City, New Jersey, a super lightweight champion of the world, Arturo Thunder Gotti. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a... Then he said this fight would never happen, and yet Here it is, and here we go. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Did you see that? Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your blood.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and put him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
That jab misses. He missed with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to... Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction. But wait a minute. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? They've avoided catastrophe there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. And the kid goes down. And you can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he's dropped like a loose suit.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound, 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 for 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 pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let him go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. Family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
It would be ding-ding from third.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing, Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Good counter punching. That uppercut misses. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Hook misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Chad does not score. Punch, counter punch. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
They won't get... Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That right uppercut misses. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance without a doubt.
There's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
No rest for the weary. And he scores with the counter. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They exchange punches. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Just missed with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Beautiful counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Listen with the hook. Hold it right there. Crawford is dazed. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The pound for pound king, Canelo is down. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe this? Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put...
Back at it in round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Here's a scoring blow. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about Alvarez in that last round? After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got a good work. That's it.
Time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Nice counter punch. You missed with that jab. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Missing with the left hook. Beautiful counter shot. Missing with that jab. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Middleweights are the...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Crawford may be ready to go down. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it was like...
Let's start the 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. Pull her right there. Crawford in trouble. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good counter punch. And he did catch him. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. Punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can...
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. A lot of effort being exerted here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable heart, knockdown, twat!
Here we go, it's round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. Nobody home with that hook. Throws the jab but does not score. Counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Tell you what, Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 8th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Stamina is off the charts. Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.